When you think of France, you probably picture the Eiffel Tower or the Louvre. These landmarks are world famous, drawing millions of visitors every year, and for good reason. They're breathtaking symbols of French history and culture. Paris is iconic. But today, let's leave the city behind. Let's trade the bustling boulevards and grand museums for something quieter, more intimate, and just as enchanting. We're heading into the heart of France, the countryside and the mountains, where life slows down and every meal is a celebration. Here, the landscape stretches out in endless shades of green dotted with tiny villages nestled between hills and valleys. Imagine waking up to church bells, not traffic, and strolling cobblestone streets scented with fresh bread. The air is crisp, and the only rush is to the local bakery before the croissants sell out. In these villages, tradition is cherished. Neighbors greet each other by name, and every day brings a new, simple joy. There's a sense of belonging here, a feeling that time moves differently, guided by the rhythm of the seasons and the warmth of community. This is the France that captures your soul. It's a place where the beauty of the land and the kindness of its people leave a lasting impression. My travels are about connecting with people through food and culture, and rural France is the perfect place for that. Every market visit is a chance to discover local flavors, and every shared meal is an invitation to new friendships. Here, life is about the simple things, a baker's family recipe passed down through generations, the pride in a perfectly baked loaf, and the joy of sharing it with others. A smile at the market is more than a greeting. It's a connection, a reminder that in these small towns, everyone is part of the same story. And as the sun sets over fields of lavender, painting the sky in shades of gold and purple, you realize that these quiet moments are what make France unforgettable. These moments become the stories you'll tell for years. The laughter shared around a campfire, the taste of wine in a vineyard at dusk, the feeling of being welcomed like family. So come along, let's explore winding country roads, taste incredible food, and discover the hidden gems that make rural France so magical. We'll meet the people who make these places special, the farmers, the artisans, the families who have called these villages home for generations. It's not just about new sights, but about feeling a different rhythm of life. It's about slowing down, savoring each moment, and finding joy in the everyday, a rhythm that's peaceful, authentic, and deeply joyful. Here, happiness is found in the simplest pleasures, a shared meal, a walk in nature, a heartfelt conversation. Are you ready? Let's go discover the real soul of France together. Let's step off the beaten path and experience a France that's as warm and welcoming as it is beautiful. A France you'll never forget. In a small French village, the day begins with a kind of magic that feels almost timeless, as if the world is waking up in slow motion. Gentle sunlight spills over the centuries-old stone houses, painting the village in soft gold and warming the cobblestone streets. The first stop for many is always the boulangerie, the heart and soul of every French village. The irresistible aroma of warm, crusty bread and buttery croissants drifts through the air, drawing villagers and visitors alike to its doors. Here, breakfast is more than just a meal. It's a daily ritual, a gathering where neighbors greet each other with a smile, exchange stories, and catch up on the latest news. The baker, who knows every face and every name, hands out loaves and pastries with a friendly word, weaving a thread of connection through the community. After picking up their morning bread, people drift to the village cafe, where the day truly comes alive over tiny cups of strong espresso. Some prefer a creamy café au lait, others a simple black coffee, but everyone savors their fresh croissant, still warm from the oven. The cafe becomes the village's living room, a place where laughter rings out, conversations flow easily, and the gentle clink of cups sets the morning's rhythm. No one is in a hurry here. There's always time for another sip, another story, another shared moment. This slow, deliberate pace is the heartbeat of the French countryside, where life is measured not by the clock, but by the pleasure of each moment. It's about savoring the simple joys, good food, good company, and the beauty of the world just outside your door. Meals are shared outdoors, laughter echoing across the fields, as friends and family gather to enjoy the sunshine and each other's presence. As you dip your croissant into your coffee, you realize this is what life is all about. These small, perfect moments woven together create a tapestry of community, warmth, and belonging that lingers long after the last crumb is gone. If the bakery is the heart, the weekly market is the soul of the village. the town square bursts into life with stalls of ripe cheeses, sausages, melons, and herbs. A feast for the senses. Vendors greet you with pride, offering samples and stories about their products. Each stall is a window into the region's traditions. Goat cheese from the hills, mushrooms foraged that morning, vegetables in every color. It's not just shopping, it's an experience. You leave with more than groceries. You take home recipes, stories, and a sense of connection. And don't miss the food. Hot, roasted chicken or a fresh crepe eaten on a bench, soaking in the atmosphere, is pure French joy. Simple, delicious, and authentically French. Welcome to the Loire Valley, the Garden of France. Rolling green hills, endless vineyards and villages along the majestic Loire River. The light here is soft, making everything look like a painting. The region is famous for its chateaux, hundreds of castles, each with its own story. Explore grand ballrooms and gardens, imagining the royalty and artists who once lived here. But the Loire is also paradise for outdoor lovers. Bike along river paths through sunflower fields and forests, stopping for a picnic of local cheese bread and wine. The Loire Valley's wines are legendary. Sancerre, Pouilly, Fume, Crémant de Loire. Visit a winery, meet passionate winemakers, and taste the land in every glass. Here, history, nature, and flavor come together in perfect harmony. Now, let's ascend into the French Alps, a world of snow-capped peaks, deep valleys, and crystal-clear lakes. The air is crisp and invigorating, and the scenery is simply breathtaking. In summer, the Alps are a playground for hikers and bikers with trails through wildflower meadows and up to stunning viewpoints. Villages like Chamonix buzz with energy, their wooden chalets adorned with bright flowers. Ride a cable car for panoramic views, or just relax by a turquoise lake. In winter, the Alps become a wonderland for skiing, snowshoeing, or cozying up by a fire with hot chocolate. Whether you're seeking adventure or tranquility, the Alps offer a special kind of magic. In France, food tells the story of the land. This is terroir. Every region has its own specialties, shaped by climate and tradition. In the Alps, hearty dishes like tartiflette and fondue warm you after a day in the snow. In the Loire, you'll find fresh fish with beurre blanc and salads with local goat cheese. Provence brings sunshine to the table, olive oil, tomatoes and herbs in every bite. The best meals are often in humble, family-run auberges, where recipes are passed down through generations. Eating here is more than a meal. It's sharing in a family's history and passion. It's pure, unpretentious joy. The French countryside and mountains transform with every season, each bringing its own beauty and flavors. Spring awakens the land with blossoms and fresh produce, perfect for walks and bike rides. Summer is golden and lively, with lavender fields, village festivals, and long sunlit days. Autumn paints the vineyards golden red, markets brim with mushrooms and chestnuts, and the air turns crisp. Winter brings quiet magic. Snow blankets the mountains, and kitchens fill with the warmth of stews and festive treats. No matter when you visit, there's always a new kind of wonder to discover. When I look back on my travels, it's not the famous landmarks or the crowded tourist spots that linger in my memory. Instead, it's the small, quiet moments that truly stay with me. The gentle rhythm of daily life, the unexpected joys that unfold when you least expect them. I remember the warmth of the sun on my face as I cycle past endless fields of sunflowers, their golden heads turning to greet the morning light, filling the air with a sense of hope and possibility. There's the sweetness of a ripe peach, bought fresh from a bustling village market, its juice running down my fingers as I savor each bite, surrounded by the cheerful chatter of locals. Or the gentle music of cowbells echoing through an alpine valley, blending with the soft breeze and the distant laughter of children playing nearby. It's about finding joy in the ordinary, a shared laugh with a stranger that turns into a new friendship, a moment of connection that bridges cultures and backgrounds. Sometimes it's a spontaneous invitation to join a table for cake, where stories are exchanged and laughter flows as easily as the local wine. These simple, genuine connections are what make travel truly meaningful. They remind us that no matter where we come from, we all share the same desire for belonging and understanding. In these peaceful corners of France, life moves at a gentler pace. Here you are encouraged to slow down, to notice the beauty in the everyday, and to appreciate the world around you with fresh eyes. Happiness here is found in the simplest things: a crusty baguette, creamy cheese, a glass of wine, and a breathtaking view that makes you pause and breathe deeply. It's a lesson in contentment, in cherishing tradition, and in the importance of community, where everyone has a place and every moment is celebrated. These are the souvenirs you carry home, not just trinkets or photos, but memories that shape you, feelings that linger, and stories you'll tell for years to come. And perhaps most importantly, a new perspective on life, one that values simplicity, connection, and the quiet magic of everyday moments. Do you feel it? The pull of quiet roads, the scent of bakeries, the warmth of the sun on rolling hills. The magic of the French countryside and mountains is for everyone. It's waiting in villages, markets, and on hiking trails. Travel opens our minds and hearts, teaching us to slow down and appreciate beauty and connection. So go, get lost on a country road, try a new cheese, have a conversation with someone new. That's what this journey is all about. Experiencing the world and supporting the communities that keep these traditions alive. If you enjoyed this adventure, subscribe and join me for more. The world is full of delicious food and wonderful people. Let's go find them together. 10.